Hi everybody, welcome back to the Hamlet for another episode. We're actually up to episode 34, our 34th instalment on the Hamlet. Now, we haven't moved on from where we left off. I had intended to work through the contracts, but off camera, I decided, we've so much work to do. There's no point in jumping ahead through everything and then going, okay, look, I have blah, blah, blah in the bank and that. So, yeah, let's do a quick recap. Yeah, we ended up at the end of the last episode. We managed to get our cow pasture, our meadow, the big one, 104,000. And then there was plenty of contracts come up, so we accepted them. I've been working my way through this sugar beet harvest. If you remember, we held on to the harvester in the hope that we would get it. It was the last remaining contract where we would get to use this harvester, so it paid off. We're almost completed on the harvest as it is now, so we're going to get a nice chunk of additional crop for ourselves now. It does always seem like you're going to get a nice chunk. You're kind of thinking, oh, there could be 10 grand in this, and then it ends up being about probably less than 1,200 or whatever. It's a combination of a small trailer and a small capacity on the harvester. But anyway, Hamlet's going really well. What we're trying to just do a quick recap. Let's jump into the map. It's the easiest way to go through it. So at the moment, just in case there's anyone here for the first time, we started with the start farm and we literally had 2 fields up here. That was it. So we expanded then, and we got we had the start farm. We had field number 8, and we had the one that have hillside. We bought the back one. Then we expanded down here first with these few. Then we bought number 68, and we bought this pasture, the meadow, last time. This is the one. This is what we were aiming for. So the other thing we had is we bought the sheep farm up here. We put a field into the grass field beside it, which we bought. And we have goats here as well as sheep and chickens on this. This is the sheep farm, but there's 3 different types of animals on it. And basically what we're going to do is we set our goals of getting the pig farm, which is number 29. So that's 41,300. And then we're going to buy the rest of these on this bank here. So there's another 6 fields to go here, and the pig farm, and get it up and running and everything else. And then we will be able to say that we have kind of been successful on the Hamlet on bringing back what was a broken farm. And there's been, for a lot of it, we've been operating with, 50% or 60%, I can't remember now, income on the actual contracts and that, so we didn't make it easy, and it's mostly contract work we had to do to get our money until we've started to get fields recently. Now, having said that, we have quite a decent bit of money if we look at the stock check coming in at the end of this. Well, I say decent, like it is decent. It doesn't look like much when it says 73,000 in total, but for this map, that is good. So basically what we're going to do, our goal is stop moving. Trying to move forward and move backwards. Our goal is, as I said, to get to the point where we have all the farms on the map and them 7 fields on that side. And then we'll consider our challenge part of it done. Whether we go any further or not, I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm enjoying this game save immensely because of the fact that it's very relaxing. There's no pressure on it. There never has been. There's no productions. It's always been just a relaxed play when I come to do the episodes on this, as opposed to trying to achieve big goals on the other game saves and that. And I always enjoyed the Hamlet. I always look forward to getting back to it each week to do the 2 episodes. And yeah, I just decided, as I said, I didn't want to jump through from this one to have all the work done and then knowing that there mightn't be much in November and then going, okay, we're back into the winter again. Let's jump through until the end of the year, and that we'll take what comes when it comes. We'll do the contracts as they're there. That's what it's all about, helping the neighbours. And yeah, we're getting there. So let me crack on with the rest of this, and I will get some of the other ones out of the way. I'll bring you in for some of them, and yeah, let's see how much money we have in the bank at the end of it. Very briefly bringing you back in until we sell this and see. We're on 98% contract complete, and we've 99% in the trailer. We actually fitted it all in. I didn't think it was going to. So let's see. I'll bring you back and let's see what we get. You got a full trailer and you think, and then you realise that it's only worth 100 quid, 1,000 litres or something like that. This has happened to me before. So, any guesses on what we're going to get? Here we go. 99, 100. And the money starts to rise. I'd say we get 1,200. If we get more. 2,587. That was a much bigger field than the other root crop fields we done. There's no doubt about it. It took a lot longer to get through that. So maybe I just wasn't really... It did, time-wise, it took a lot longer to get done. And there was a lot more loads transported, so I presume that's why. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, let's collect the money on the contract too. Oh, there are new ones that have come up. Okay, where are we? We'll collect that. So we're doing okay. Now, the one thing I dropped off our harvester, didn't wash it. I brought the tractor back up to the yard, alright. But it doesn't matter. We're just going to return it. There you go. That serves us well. Now, when you consider that costs us probably about 2,500 to 3,000 between leasing and running time, it wasn't like as profitable as we thought. Well, it was profitable, it was along the lines that we're used to on here. So what I'm going to do, I brought the tractor, the other tractor's back up, was washed and all. I'm going to go and work my way through. I think what I might do is we're going to fertilise with the manure. We're going to do the ploughing. We're still going to use that Massey Ferguson. And I'll park that there because I will need to keep an eye on the chickens to make sure they have food, and our plough is over here. So I'm going to go and do these 2 ploughing contracts first, and then I think we're okay weather-wise. I don't think there's any weather coming in. And then I'll get the hoe on, and I'll take that other hoeing contract. So that'll be 3 hoeing contracts to be done. So 44 and 20. The 20's up the top. I know that. I'm 44. Yeah, they're more or less the same direction. We're going to utilise this Massey Ferguson S9 285 horsepower is part of the red tape mod. It's a demo tractor. So we're making the most of it. We're going to use it as much as we possibly can. And we will, I think we have it for 4 months, I think it was, it said. So we're gonna utilise it. We might as well. It's nice to have a big tractor for a change, as we have been operating with a smaller one. There's the field directly in front of us. Get up here. So we'll get these done. I reckon by the time our contracts are done, we'll probably be pushing for probably about 25,000. If more come up as well, that's going to help us even more. So this should be pretty straightforward with this tractor. There should be no issues whatsoever, considering our own tractor is well able to pull this anyway. It's not like we're gaining anything by using this, but anyway, let me get these wiped out, and while we're talking about it, let's accept that one. No point in accepting the contract to harvest that, because we'll actually lose money on it. We'd actually gain a little bit when you consider we'd have to take the equipment, and then we'll get a percentage of whatever's cotton comes off the field. So I'll have a think about it. I may just do it for the sake of it. It'll only take literally probably about 10 minutes, no more, to do the fields. So we'll see. We'll get through these ones first. Just bringing you back in. We're just loading up the manure. We moved forward. We were late in the day as it was, so I had loaded it up. I knew if I moved forward the next day I'd get a little bit more. Now, okay, I came back to the yard at no bales. I had no storage. It was gone. Now, this mod did update in the last couple of days, and it got rid of all my bales. Everything was gone. Now, I've added them back. I'm roughly around about where I was because the money's about the same. And I'm actually going to consider now that it cost me $5,000 to put it down, but I just added it straight back in. Now, what I'm actually thinking of doing is, I've been in construction having a look. I'm thinking of getting rid of that completely, the two of them, and putting down this shed in its place. I don't know what way the spawn trigger is. I would assume if I put it that way, the spawn trigger is going to be in front of me now. I'm not too sure, but I'm considering putting this down in its place. It holds 500 bales. The other thing only holds 250. The mod did definitely update. I was kind of going, where are they gone? Where are the bales gone? I remember updating it. I didn't read the log on it, but I presume the log probably did say, it might have said, it might not have said. I'll have a look at it anyway and see what the change log is on it and see what it says. So I was a bit miffed when I came out and seen all my bales. No, where's my bales gone? Because as you know, I've been working hard to build up the stock, and we got the extra grass field, so we have more space, so we'd have more hay, and all of a sudden everything was gone, and I thought, oh, we're in trouble. But I might have one bale extra in or something like that, or two bales extra in, nothing major anyway. It's only hay and straw. It's not like it's something else I'm going to be selling. It's not going to be sold anyway. It's just there for the cattle. So I will probably swap that out. It'll cost me $2,000 in the end for the little bit extra. That's going to cost me for the shed, but look, there's nothing to say the shed won't get an update, and you'll lose them. But it probably won't get an update again. I think that's the first time I've seen an update on that mod. But it just shows you, like, my horror when I pulled into the yard and saying, oh, where's all my bales? And I drove past it already and didn't notice. Yeah, we load that up. It was only 107. Where's our two fields? They're both, there's one down here, 83. Oh, that's the one we done. Yeah. Go just get these two contracts out of the way. Right, well, I have. Yeah, we'll collect the other ones. Okay, let's see. What are we on? 15677. $27,360. I did say if we get to 25, we'd be happy, but we've done better than that. And we have these two to go as well. So that's 30,000. And you know what? Just for the fun of it, I'm going to actually take the equipment with that. I know it's costing us money, but by the time we sell the excess cotton, we should have enough to break even. As I said, the field won't take long to do with the cotton harvester anyway. And yeah, just a little bit of a fright, as I said. Now, it's just when you work so hard to build up your stock and your bits and pieces and the whole lot, and then all of a sudden it disappears. You kind of just go, oh. Anyway, it's not a crisis. If it was other stuff, I'd be more concerned not knowing the exact amount, but hay and straw is not going to be sold anyway, and we're going to have more coming in. So if we did give myself back a few bales more, so be it. It's not the end of the world. It's not like it's a product I'm going to sell and make money on. I'm not. Anyway, crisis over, and what I'm going to do is I'll get these done. I'll get the cotton harvest done, and then we will have a look. I'll just check on all the animals, make sure everything is 100%, and then we will have a look at moving on to November. There mightn't be any work, but we'll move on anyway. Just doing this cotton harvest contract. Them two fertilisation contracts are done. It's so easy to do with manure. I did have to fill it again, and it doesn't cost an awful lot. It's much cheaper. Now, how do you use this? I'll fold it. I think that's it, isn't it? Do I need to lower it down? No, it's already lowered down. It shows you how often I do cotton. That's what I said. I thought I might as well just give it a go. And I know I didn't even rig the tractor and trailer up because it'll fit inside in the harvester, and I'll just drive the harvester down to the sell point. Now, the lease on the equipment has cost me more than the payment, but what'll happen is the bit of a bonus you get on the cotton will actually bring it up over. So I just decided, we might as well do it. So we're up to 33,000, so we could easily buy this field if we wanted. What I'm going to do is if we can hit the magic figure for the pig farm by the end of next month. I wouldn't do it now because we're going to have a couple of things going out when we move forward. Now, the loan itself is getting very close to being paid off. 41,199. So we're going to get rid of that as well pretty soon. All the ducks are going to line up in a row at the same time. We're going to finish the loan, and we're going to have more fields bought over here and the loan paid back and everything else. And we're going to be quids in, and it's kind of just going to line up around the time where we'll be reaching the goals of the series and that. But you know what? It's been one of the most fun series I've done in a long time, this one, because of the lack of pressure on it at all. And that's why I'm kind of reluctant now to say, right, we're going to finish up, but all good things must come to an end. And to be honest with you, the leased series, which will be starting, this episode of the Hamlet will be out on Saturday. The leased series, Start From Scratch, is starting on Monday. And it won't be as tough as this, as in the rules and that. It's not too far away from it. The difference is we are really starting from scratch. We'll have no farm. But there's no restrictions on contracts with only getting 60% and stuff like that. Having said that now, I don't want it to be all about doing contracts. We will be getting animals as early as we can and stuff like that. It won't be driving along the same way that this one was, if you know what I mean. But I'm looking forward to that. So this, as I said, has probably after this weekend's 2 episodes, probably at least 4, maybe 6 episodes to go. So that'll be another 3 weekends to go after this one. And I'm happy enough with that. It's when all the other running around is done, with all the other episodes, recording them and everything, I just enjoy when I jump onto this. It's just a different pace of gameplay. Anyway, I'll get this done. When I get the bale down to the coop, the co-op, I'll bring you back in when we're selling it and see, do we make a profit. What a massive amount of cotton I have in this. 2,951 litres. Can't see me getting a lot out of this. However, let's see, how do you unload this now? It is, 0. Or O, not 0. O. On the keyboard. Let's see. Yay. Here we go. So we got 635 plus 73. So we got 700 quid. And then when we collect the money for the cow, there's a stone picking there, we lost 34 quid. So we made, just under €700 on that. So that's all right. Okay, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take the equipment with it because it will cost us more to lease the stone picker. I haven't checked the second-hand market at all. Is there anything there? I did skim through when I came in. T6, nothing really we need. No, absolutely not. We don't really need a stone picker now. Would be handy because we do. We do contracts when they come up, and we do lease it, but there's no guarantee we're going to get more than just the one, which is why I'm going to take the equipment on this one and go and do it. And we'll jump in the old Challenger. I haven't used the Challenger in a while. And we'll go and do it with the Challenger. And we'll get this done. And I suspect we may have, you know what I'm going to do? Let's bump that clock up a bit. I'll move the clock up to 15 times speed. I'll tell you what. Yeah, we'll leave it on 15. So I'll move forward and maybe some more contracts will come up. I know we're going to reach a point where they're not going to come up. Now, I'm going by just having glanced at the map. I presume it's up at the top. Field 20, yeah, the one we ploughed. There's a chance we'll get to the cut-off point where there won't be any contracts. And just thinking there may be another stone picking one now because we done 2 ploughing contracts. That may generate a second one to come up. That's kind of the way it goes because we've done the ploughing on this field. So what field was the other ploughing contract? Was it 44 or something like that? Or can't remember now. Just when you work your way through quite a few contracts together. Yeah, just a quick question. I'm going to throw it out there. There is collectibles on this map. I think they're worth $5,000 each. I only ever picked one up and then I took the money away. Do you think there should be a point when we're allowed to actually collect them? Maybe when the loan is paid off and we bought our fields, when we're going to finish up? I don't know. I've no desire to do it, but I don't know how people feel. Also, too, should we upgrade our tractor? It's not let us down one little bit. It's been absolutely super. But if something comes up in the second-hand market, should we consider an upgrade? What do you think? Let me know. As I said, it hasn't done us any harm. It's been a great, great buy. The only downside to it is there's no narrows on it. And it means we can't spray for weeds because we'll destroy our crops. But other than that, it's been an absolute gem of a tractor to work with. 200 horsepower. It's covered every job we needed on this map. We haven't been stuck. It would actually pull this better than this Challenger is at the moment. But just a thought. There's just wondering. I'd throw it out there and ask a question. What do you think? Yes, no in the comments? Or just stick with it until the end. It's I think it's 60 hours that's on at the moment. Let's see. 46 hours. No, we're not even going to get rid of that. That's only a baby. There's no hours on it. But I just throw it out there to see what you think. Another question. Okay, should we put these in the description? What are your thoughts on doing forestry work? I had thought about buying a forestry plot eventually, but just taking down the trees and selling the wood direct. No sawmills, no planks, no long planks, no wood beams, no wood chip. Just literally taking down the trees. Now, with the red tape mod, it mean we'd have to replant at the same time. But will we just add that in for a little bit, or will we leave it be? I don't know. Probably leave it be. I kind of avoid forestry on so many saves now that I'm getting to the point where I will eventually jump in and do a little bit of forestry work somewhere along the line. Because I did do so much of it on some of the other saves I had before that Kinleg, when I done the, wasn't recording on it, but when I done it, I made so much money from the forestry work. I actually deleted 18 million from the account at one stage. It was crazy, absolutely crazy. Anyway, get this contract finished and we'll have a look at where we're going then after that. Just bringing you back in. We're just done. That's it. All contracts. It was actually on 98 when I started turning. Then I went 99 as soon as I hit the start of the line, and we're done. Okay, so we've done. I'm going to park that there just for a moment. We're going to jump in and we're going to get these. Oh, we have fertilising and stone picking. I told you that would come along. 44. Have we sent the stone picker back? We haven't. Collect that. We'll collect that. And are we going to take the stone picker on that? Whoa. Maybe. And we have another fertilising contract. We only done manure on that. Literally only done it. And it's given us another one again. Anyway, we're done. We've got our contracts done. We've got our money collected. We're on 38,000 now with important stuff to do. I need to get some grass into the sheep. We have to change this trailer back to do that, and then we have to change it back to a bale trailer again to get our wool and our goat milk and that transport. Oh, forgot it drops off. Yeah, to get our wool and our goat milk moved up. I didn't do the bale storage yet, and I did deliver milk earlier just to get it done. Okay, it doesn't matter if we've too much. I don't think we will. I think it needs to be well topped up. So we're still the goats still haven't got rid of them 2 bales, but there's not much left in them. It's not taken from any one, it's taken from the 2 of them. So it's kind of, you look and you go, there's 2 full bales there. They're nearly gone. There's not much left in, or there's not a full pallet of eggs in here. What we're going to do is we're going to sell the wool now. And it's just gone straight to the co-op. Will this empty fully? It should do. Oh, I thought it was going to be enough. I didn't move the straw bales over either. I moved them in there, just parked them there. They're not needed there. They're needed. They need to go over. There's no use for straw over here at all. Now, you dip it in and then you get the animation, which I like. We're going to just sell our wool. Need to do the trailer again. Customize back to trailer, baler, bale, trailer, baler, trailer, bale. You know what I mean anyway. Very good at jumping. There's not a full pallet on the second one, but you know what we're going to do? I'm going to be lazy this time. I'm just going to auto-load them because I want to just finish up what we're doing and say goodbye to you for this episode. I don't want to drag it out. Not that it's dragging out. It's going to be around the 30 minutes long, and because we got another one tomorrow, that's one of the reasons I'm kind of trying to keep them around that period. I'll let that other pallet fill up. I'll just get these down and sell them and see what we have, and then we just do a quick check and a recap. Well, I can do the recap while I'm driving down. So we did get through quite a few contracts, brought in a decent bit of money, and we're 38,853. When we sell this stuff, we probably have enough to buy the pig farm, but there's no point in pulling the trigger on that and then having no money left in the bank. I'll do them other 2 contracts definitely before we move forward into I better slow the clock down now. I did bring it back to 2 when I was halfway through that ploughing contract because I didn't want to go in dark and I wanted to get this stuff shifted over. And yeah, I'll probably just do them 2 contracts, get them done, and that'll be the final act for October. So what's the plan moving forward? Plan moving forward is we're just going to have whatever contract work we have going forward. We have no field work whatsoever. You can see there what we have. We've no field work ourselves to do until next spring, so contracts will drop off. There might be a few cultivation, the odd ploughing contract, maybe a bit of fertilisation. There's a lot of fields look like they don't need any work done to them. They look like they're cultivated, but like I don't want to do that fertilisation contract because we've already done that fertilisation contract once already. There you go, 46,202. So we could effectively buy the pig farm. We'd have $4,000 left in the bank nearly. Then we do a couple of contracts, and then we don't have a full pallet of eggs on either end, so I won't sell them until they're full. So that's kind of where we stand finishing off, apart from doing as I said, I'm gonna take on that now. It's going to be, we're gonna make 700 quid out of it. That's all. That's better than nothing. With hindsight now, even if I had have leased the stone picker, it still would have cost us about $2,500 to lease it, without hours working time on it. So that's why I took the other. We're taking the hit on this as well. So if you add it up, it's working out about the same. If I hadn't known that was going to come up, I did say it to you, it would, because we ploughed the field. It's just the nature of the way that the contracts are being issued. When you do a ploughing contract, you can be guaranteed then later on in that month you're going to get a stone picking contract in the same field. Anyway, thanks a million for joining me again on the Hamlet, and do stay tuned. We'll have another episode out tomorrow. We could well move up until the end of December, fairly sharpish, and just do our sell off, because if you look at our quick jump into it's the wrong menu, our stock check, it's telling us we've 79. Take the feed stuff out of that, we haven't. The spelt is 12.3. Then we have rye, which is 4.3. We've oats, which is 6.8. Some of that is going to have to be held back. The canola will go as well. That's December. Some of it will have to be held back, either the rye or the spelt, to feed the chickens, because we can't feed the oats. And that's basically it. We're going to just work out what we need to hang back for feed for the chickens, and we'll sell the rest of it, and we'll see what we get our money up to before we move on to January. So that's it for episode number 34 from the Hamlet. Thanks a million for joining me again. I hope you enjoyed the episode and the two questions I asked. Do we ever collect the collectibles? At one stage, would we collect the collectibles? I don't really care. Like, I've managed without going near them. And the other thing, our tractor, our international tractor, the other one, do we just see it out, let it run up over 100 hours, which would probably take some time, and then don't bother upgrading it? Or do we upgrade it if something else comes up in the market? Happy enough to run with 200 horsepower anyway. I think there's no point in going over that. It's not going to make any difference. But anyway, guys, for now, on the Hamlet, we're done. Until the next episode, as per usual, as I say, hit the like button on your way out, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and do leave a comment. And until then, it's goodbye from me. Until then, bye bye.